Over time, social media done ruined many careers by someone either getting embarrassed, trolled, or simply saying the wrong thing. Hey, I'm Prince, and I talk about anyone I want to, and today we're looking into some artists who done made some crazy mistakes over their career. And to start, we're going with probably one of the most evil people in the music space, Azealia Banks. And if you don't know who she is, let me give you a little history lesson. A few months back, DC Young Fly, the comedian partner, passed away. Rest in peace. And Azealia Banks hopped on IG making fun of the fact that his girlfriend passed away. DC Young Fly spent years disguising his own deeply rooted hatred of self and jokes, projecting his own feelings about his own ugliness on the women perfectly secure in their own skin. I'm happy I cried and moved on. And the nerve of DC to call such a gorgeous woman as Azealia Banks ugly on national TV while a bunch of black people laugh. Keep in mind, she's the one who posted this. And ironically, dead at 32, exactly on my 32nd birthday, May 31st, 2023 in Miami, Florida. Y'all gonna learn to stop messing with me. And you probably wonder, what could bro have done to her to make her even say something like that? Pretty much, she got on Wildin' Out all the way back in 2018, and he cracked the joke on her. And if you don't know, the point of the show is to make fun of people. So just think about it. She came on the show where the whole point is to get made fun of, and felt some type of way when she got made fun of, then held on to that grudge for 5+ years and took it out on him while he was at his lowest. His wife just died, and she said what she said about that. But that was just one of the many hurtful things she done did to people over the years. Let's go over some other times. A few years back, she got to beefing with Zayn Malik, a British singer. She hopped on Twitter mad. She was feeling like Zayn was stealing from her creatively, ideas, all that. And so she got online with this to say: USA is about to teach you who not to mess with when your entire extended family been obliterated by good old USA. You know how lost and cultureless you are. She just kept going, being racist, talking crazy, saying anything she could. His ain't like this. He responded saying, Azealia, why you saying nasty things about me? I wasn't talking about you. And basically, he was clearing up the rumors that he ain't steal no ideas from nobody. She kept going on, still being racist, calling him the F word, all that. And the world ain't like this. The world wasn't liking what she had to say. And at the same time she was saying all this, she was headlining a show in the UK. And when she got online talking like that, they snatched her up off their list so quick. And when they took her off, she was still talking crazy. Most of the people coming to this on my day were only coming for me. To all of my darling UK fans who bought tickets to see me at the Rinse FM show, my sincerest apologies. But you know what's crazy? After talking crazy like that, saying everything that she did, talking about how she don't care, she came out apologizing. Azealia Banks has extended an open apology after unleashing a barrage of incendiary, racially charged tweets at former One Direction members, employing racial, sexual slurs, stereotypes, and attempts to make fun of or degrade another person is absolutely unacceptable. It ain't fair for anyone. She said, "Dear Zayn, there are no words that can fully express how sorry I am. Recent events have taught me the importance of taking accountability for one's actions. I want to need to say I'm sorry. I was wrong as a black woman in America. I sometimes forget there are words and comments that hurt other communities. At times I'm so consumed by my own struggle and the struggle of my race that I forget the hardships of other minorities." Apologizing after saying all that is crazy. But who she started coming in next was crazier. Beyonce. This was right around the time she dropped her Lemonade album, and Azealia decided to come out with her own little opinion, once again claiming somebody was stealing from her. People on Twitter was saying how the album had such a powerful narrative and was so important, and if you don't know, that album was quote-unquote a conceptual project based on a woman's journey of self-knowledge and healing. Basically, Beyonce was talking about how Jay-Z cheated on her and all that, but it was a problem. Azealia ain't like that, and eventually she came out with this to say: it's not because it's coming from an entertainer. She capitalizing on the national convo without having to actually participate in the conversation. She can't be interviewed unless the questions are pulled beforehand. She purposely strayed away from political discourse her entire career. She need to stay under Jay-Z's foot where she belongs and stay out of creative woman's way. And Twitter started coming at her for trying to put down Beyonce. But she ain't stopped letting what she thought be known. She not an artist, she a poacher. She take the food out of darker skins women's mouths and pretend to be inspired. I'm not interested in Beyonce mom because she don't got one. And I'm talking about it was a dozen tweets of her just talking crazy about that album. Another crazy moment of hers was something that had to do with her cat. And look, it get crazy, so you can skip to the time on screen if you don't want to hear about it. But her cat died a minute ago, right? And in 2021, she decided to dig it up, saying she was gonna bring the cat back to life because she be online acting like she a witch. She be on Twitter talking about she gonna hate somebody, do this, do that. That's why in that DC Young Fly post, she was like, don't mess with me, because she was trying to insinuate that she had something to do with that. But yeah, her cat died. She got online talking about, I'm gonna bring it back to life. But the thing is, she decided to record all of it. She recorded digging up her dead cat out the ground and put it on her IG. She had pictures of the cat all over her IG story. But it get worse, she put the cat in a pot of water and tried to cook the bones, trying to say she was gonna bring it back to life. And the internet was disgusted. She was on bad timing. But out of everybody she done beef with, someone she had something to say about was Iggy Azalea. The two Azaleas versus each other. These two been beefing since about 2012, all the way back then. Banks had won a Grammy nomination, and just like she do today, back then she was talking crazy. But it sparked back up in 2022, almost 10 years later, when Banks was on Twitter chatting. Like usual, and the fan asked her how she felt about Iggy, and she was like, look, Iggy a pawn, I don't care about nothing she got going on, but she giving the single mom thing. She really thought whiteness could shield her from it. And if you don't know, Iggy been saying for years that Playboi Carti was a deadbeat dad and that she had to stop all contact with him because he was so disrespectful. But on the topic of Iggy, let's get into some of her tweets. She got skeletons of her own. Over the years, she had always spoke about how she don't use black culture or anything. But it's tweets of her saying real questionable things from back in the day. And these tweets was years old at the time. The world found out about them. Even then, they wasn't playing. They was pulling her out festivals, shows, all that, even parades she was supposed to be at. We saw her headliner choice cause a division within our community, but we believe that the change happens through conversation. But it's a very first small step in addressing the core issues that led to her being invited in the first place. I'm not convinced it's a change of heart, but a PR move. And you know the whole world was coming at her neck. It was only a matter of time before she came out with her own statement. I'm truly disappointed I had to share this news, but I will no longer be performing at Pittsburgh Pride on June 13th. It's been a difficult decision. I'm a firm believer in equality. Unfortunately, in the past as a young person, I used words I shouldn't have. The last thing I want is for something so carelessly said to be reflective of my character. Anyhow, to me, I feel like what y'all doing to me is unfair. That's my opinion right now in 2013. But remember, there was a time when my Twitter was just for friends and family to see, just like yours probably is now. And in part because it would just be unprofessional. There was once a time when I could crack jokes, talk about TV shows, or whose record I hate and whose I love. And really ever since then, her career ain't been the same, because the world was already hating on her. Then the old tweets came out of her talking crazy on top of all that. But what made the whole situation worse at the time was she canceled her entire tour because of these old tweets. But who we got next is someone you should have knew was coming. Kanye West, the billionaire who don't care about what he say at all. So let's go back a few days before he got on Twitter talking crazy. So he had a show at Paris Fashion Week and came out in some real controversial merch. And you know the world was gonna go crazy seeing this. One of the richest black men in the world wearing this. Kanye being Kanye, he had the whole internet coming at him and didn't care. He even had other rappers coming at him telling him how they felt. Diddy came out saying how he felt. And Ye ain't like this. He responded, and this response was really the start of all the problems. The message just came out between the two. That's what it said. Nigga, send me an address. Let's stop playing these internet games and don't feel threatened. You'll be fine. Just love. This ain't a game. I'm gonna use you as an example to show the Jewish people that told you to call me that no one can threaten or influence me. I told you this once. Go and get you some business. Diddy said, I'm just trying to talk to you as a black man. I'm talking to you because this hurting our people. Stop. Anything you text, I'ma post. I love you, and you guys breaking my heart. I accept your apology in advance. I ain't like our combo. I'm selling these teas. Nobody getting between me and my money. That my grandfather texting me right now. Never text me with no BS like that again unless you ready to green like me. Cause anybody who got on that T is me. Out of respect for everything you meant to me, I'll be quiet as virgin. But now I know how I hurt people I love with threats. Come do something legal to me now, please. Diddy said as soon as I land with me face to face, send the ad. Kanye said, I don't know, they blocked it out. He called the nigga a fed. And after this, Ye just started snapping. I'm been sleeping tonight, but when I wake up, I'm going DEFCON 3 on Jewish people. The funny thing is, I actually can't be anti-Semitic because black people are actually Jew. Also, you guys told with me and tried to blackball anyone who opposed your agenda. Now look, I know politic, nigga. I know this video might have some politics in here because it's controversial, but just know the world was mad at Ye over these tweets and everything it was saying. And I'm talking about, it was getting so crazy, Adidas even dropped, bro. And it was like in a matter of days, Ye started losing a lot. He lost billions over some tweets. In a matter of days, the entire world turned against over some tweets. And ever since then, he ain't been saying nothing crazy. But we'll see how long this will last with Kanye West. But the next person, once again, somebody you should have seen come. Doja Cat. The start, She got tweets from the past that had the world looking at her crazy. Not even just tweets, but she was being racist back in the day, and the world was not messing with that. And so this was just adding on top of all the controversy she was already in. Now look, I will read you this tweet, but I promise you YouTube would take down the video. They gonna age restrict the video if I say anything she said in the tweet. Just know she said something crazy. She was talking outlandish about the LGBTQ community. And you know, them niggas do not play. Y'all see what happened to the baby. And just like with Iggy, she got online and apologized. And I used horrible, derogatory, hateful words to her people out of my ignorance. I just want y'all to know that y'all are special. And I hold y'all dearly to my heart. I'm sorry for anyone I offended and hurt deep. Y'all all worth the love and support. But okay, that's our first little round of tweets that had people looking at her crazy. But what I'm really here to talk about is what's been happening recently. So, for years, Doja been a big artist, dropping hits, selling albums with 100K plus, been building a fan base over the years. And even past all the many controversies she been in, they was always loyal. But the thing about her, she didn't care. She hopped on the off-brand Twitter threads and got into it with a fan one day. She was like, "This my life, my rules, I do what I want." And the fan responded. I want to hear you say, "I love you guys." As usual, you say to your fans. Doja responded, "I don't know, cause I don't even know y'all." And so this had her fan pages mad. They was like, "We rock with you and you don't care." But they started snapping back. "And we don't know you, but we supported you through thick and thin. Mind you be nothing without us. You be working at a grocery store making songs on GarageBand, Miss High School Dropout." Doja responded, "Nobody forced you. I don't know why you talking to me like you my mother. You sound like a crazy person." She kept going. She had this to say: "My fans don't call themselves nothing. If you call yourself a kitten or kittens, that means you need to get off your phone, get a job, and help your parents with the house." Somebody responded, "Question mark? Only using the name you gave to your fans." She responded, "When I was an alcoholic teen." So she decided to give her fans the name. Then when they went by the name that she gave them, she got online talking crazy about the name that she gave her. But a fan asked, she was like, "Bro, what can I change my name to? Like, my name Ken's, like, that's what I represent you." Doja responded, "Just delete the whole account and rethink everything. It's never too late." And after this, all her top fan pages started deactivating. People on every side of the internet was talking about what she had to say. Then she converted all that into this devil image she portrayed in her music now, and had even more people looking at her different. But her fans wasn't playing. Pretty much overnight, she lost over 800,000 followers, but she ain't care. She said it made her feel free. Seeing all these people unfollow me makes me feel like I defeated a large beast that's been holding me down for so long. And it feels like I can reconnect with the people who really matter to me and love me for who I am now and not who I was. I feel free. But at the end of the day, she definitely turned a lot of her core fan base against, similar to every other artist on the list. Everything that happened could have been prevented if they ain't send out that one tweet, that one post. We had one man who lost billions, another who lost hundreds and thousands of fans, and others who was just wrong, all over some social media posts. Kind of similar to the Drake and Joe Budden beef. This all sparked up because Joe got online talking crazy about a Drake album. And that little social media comment started an almost decade-long war between the two, and that vid is on screen right now.